So here are all the lost star powers that I found in the game files. So the first one is Grow Stronger, and it's for El Primo, and it is that when El Primo charges up his super, he also charges up a growth bar, and then when that bar is full, his health gets an increase. It doesn't specify the value of increase, it's just a variable, but bonus is lost when Primo's defeated, so I'm not sure if this would be that good. It depends on how much HP he gets. And it's also really hard to charge up his super anyways. But yeah. Next one is Bulletproof Vest for Colt. And the vest protects the first something amount of damage. It doesn't say, again, it's another variable. All the numbers in these files are all variables so that they can change it later on. So they can buff, nerf, percent it down, percent it up, stuff like that. So there's not any number values in here. But when Colt is defeated, he gets a new vest, and vest health is shown by a yellow bar. So I guess the vest just shields all damage until it's defeated, I guess. Okay, next one is for Jesse, and it's called Walk the Dog, and Scrappy follows Jesse. This, I don't know, this it feels like it could be actually hurtful rather than actually being viable, because if the turret is following you, if you're against like a damage piercing brawler, it could just go right through. But I guess if you want to like aggro up the field or something and you want to put your turret down prematurely, I guess it could work, but I'm not really sure. And the next one is called Shield, and it is that when Brock's super is fully charged and he doesn't use it, he gains a shield that reduces some amount of all damage that he receives. And I see that there's a percent sign, so it's a percentage of damage. I don't know if this would be that great either. Usually when a Brock gets super, I would say that it's used relatively soon, but I don't know, can't really tell. Okay, the next one is actually pretty interesting, and it's called Release the Bird. And all it says is Dynamite's bird joins the fight. I don't know what this means. Maybe the bird is like his pet or something and like follows him, does damage or something. I have no idea, but this one is really interesting, and I'm pretty curious to see what it would have looked like. Okay, so Carl's one is Carl's super now destroys cover and obstacles. That sounds kind of insane, but I don't know how useful it would be. Okay, it makes Carl a wall breaker, which is pretty useful, but I mean, I guess if you need to plow through like a sprout wall or something, or break open the net in Brawl Ball, it could be useful, but I don't know. I feel like Carl's super is too valuable to really waste on breaking walls. Unless it was like to chase someone down and they were hiding behind, it could be useful, but I don't know, it seems a little underpowered to me. Okay, the next one is Sticky Bubblegum, and it's for BB, and her super slows down enemies for some amount of seconds. That one, actually, I feel like that was a community idea. I feel like I've seen that before, but it's a pretty cool concept, and it definitely could be viable. Spiky Outbreak. When Spike falls below some percent HP, he starts shooting out spikes that do some amount of damage each. So that actually sounds pretty interesting, and I think that might be where his gadget idea sprouted from, the shooting out spikes part at least. I imagine it would look similar, considering these like star power ideas came before gadgets. So this could definitely be what inspired Spike's gadget. Okay, the next one is for Mortis, and it's called Just Too Fast. And when Mortis dashes, all damage he takes is reduced by some percent for some amount of seconds. It's a cool idea in retrospect, but Mortis, like the duration of Mortis's dash, I feel like doesn't really, it isn't that really long, the duration that he's actually dashing, so I don't know, it depends on how long the time was and the percentage of damage reduction. Okay, this one's for Gene, and it's called Pat on the Back. And now, hitting teammates with Gene Super now heals them for some amount of health. And this is also a community idea. I've seen this before. Whether it was after this was written in or before, I'm not sure, but they definitely do take ideas from the community. So, yeah. Viability, I'm not sure. Gene's pull is like pretty hard to get, and it depends on how much HP it was. Because if it wasn't that much HP, then it's definitely not worth it, because Gene's other star power heals 400 anyways. So yeah. Okay, the next one is for Sandy, and it's called Sandstone. Sandy is now immune to knockbacks, slows, and stuns. That sounds OP, but then you realize, like, not that often are you really gonna get knocked back, slowed, or stunned. It's cool, but I don't really know if it would be useful in many situations. Like, some brawlers it just doesn't do anything against, but then other brawlers it completely counters, like Frank and BB, completely countered. But I don't know, I guess that's kind of comp specific. Okay, and the last one I could find is called Musical Cleanse, and it's Poco's attacks remove all slow, stun, poison, and burn effects from any teammates they hit. So that pretty much sounds like Sandy's one, to be honest. And oh, this is definitely what inspired Poco's new gadget. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it's like Poco shoots out this like wave, and it removes all the effects listed in this star power. So yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty good. I'm not sure viability, again, it's similar issue to Sandy's one. Like, I just don't know if it'll be useful in many situations. But yeah. That's all the star powers I could find. I'm gonna be doing more videos on this stuff. This video is probably unlisted because I don't really want to do public leaks. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to give out all this stuff out. I have information on the next brawler as well, and I also found some files from when Brawl Stars was space themed, and it had literally nothing to do with the Wild West like style it has now. But yeah, that's about it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.